Hello Taurus, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. Alright, so this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. Wow. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past, could be a current relationship. For others of you, this could be a situationship. For a small portion of you, this could be somebody that you've met and there's a whole lot of energy, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. Wow. Taurus. Good looks, and good looks. This person is all about your good looks. My God. It's a little too much, actually. Who? Could you get any more sexier? Taurus. Yep. Every single card that in this deck that talks about one's physical appearance. Though this is the way I interpret this deck. It's different from what its original book says. But all of the cards that have just popped up, especially these four, sensuality, pleasure, beauty, and sexuality, that talks about how you look like, even power. My goodness. This person is almost obsessed because of your good looks. We have here betrayal, followed by sensuality. After that, we have fear, order, pleasure, beauty, sexuality, laughter. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have power. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Taurus, I know I have betrayed you. There are certain things that I have said and done that you never expected would come out of my mouth. And the actions that I have taken, it was foreign to you, it was different. To you it seems as if now I'm a stranger. As if you never really knew the true me at all. As if I lied to you this entire time. Now there's a lack of faith and a lack of trust. Hidden beneath all of this is a part of me that wants to tell you the truth. Why I did what I did. But I don't. I can't. At least not yet. When I think of you, all I can think of is the sensual desires that I have for you. The way you look, your hair, your skin, your eyes. Every single thing about you. I fantasize about you. Your charm, your beauty, your charisma. It's all so alluring. You are beautiful. But this is something that actually causes some fear inside of me. And a little bit of paranoia. You see, I've never been with anybody. I've never met anybody. as gorgeous as you. And now there's a part of me that feels quite unworthy. I don't feel as secure as I used to feel. I feel quite insecure. Do I feel good enough? Do I feel gorgeous enough for you? You see, in terms of who is beautiful, who is handsome, I feel that I'm not at the same level as you. And that's because I see you as somebody who is just absolute perfection. To me, you are perfect in every sort of way, but especially what I see. And when I see you from a distance, all I like to do is just admire. But I like to watch. I like to see you. We don't even have to talk. I do obsess over you. And now, sometimes I get so nervous that I even have anxiety. I have problems. I don't know how to react. I don't know how to connect. There's a part of me that wants to move on. A part of me that wants to make sense of all this. For me right now, there's a lack of understanding. There's a lack of clarity. And there's a whole lot of confusion. I don't know how to fix things. I don't know how to make things right. But I would like to know. I would like to learn. With you, there is no doubt I have felt way too much pleasure. A lot of pleasure. Physical pleasure, ecstasy, I feel. This pleasure, it is real. And it is physical. You have an effect on me. It's almost like it's intoxicating. I look at you and I see the beauty that surrounds you. You are like the sunshine. You are vibrant, bright, happy, and you are one with nature. Sometimes you have this way of making me see who I really am. Into this looking glass. I don't like what I see. I don't like my reflection. I don't like who I am. Because I have betrayed you. But deep down inside, not only do you have beauty on the outside, but on the inside as well. Your character, your personality. And yes, being around you makes me extremely nervous because I do have fantasies about you and I completely naked, together, intimately, in many ways, and I can't stop thinking about it. I don't know what has happened, but because of the obsession that I have, it's so much, Taurus, that it scares me. It's a little too much for me to handle. I can't think straight anymore. And yes, I do think of you as a friend, as a best friend, a confidant. But that desire that I have for you is a little too much. I don't even think it's healthy, and it's so creepy that it scares me. You are that one person that knows how to make me laugh. You know what makes me tick. You know what makes my heart happy. And you are that ray of sunshine on the cloudiest of days. I want to make a decision. I want clarity and I want understanding, but I don't know which way to go. This is going to take some time until the clouds lift. Only then will I know what path I should take. Overall, you have absolutely no idea how much control and power you have over me. You make me weak in the knees. You make me emotionally vulnerable. I can't think straight. I can't concentrate. I make mistakes. I feel powerless. Because you are so tempting. You are temptation. And thinking about you, it's difficult because then I can't stop. Even when I'm not supposed to. In places where I should be concentrating on something else, but you just pop into my head. It's a little too much. For now, I do know that the things that I have done, I have truly hurt you. I also know that one of the biggest reasons why, and you may be wondering, why do I keep my distance right now? It's because the lust, the passion, the intenseness of this, it's just too much for me to handle. And I need to take a step back because it's overwhelming. Taurus. Naughty, naughty. What have you done to this person, Taurus? You have short-circuited everything in their life, in their mind, in their heart, in their body. My God. You have truly, I'm getting the word voltage. You're that intense. What I find really interesting is that in this deck, there's only a few cards that come out that for me, like I said, are related to intimacy, lust, passion, and things like that are very physical, right? Here you have it, sensuality, pleasure, beauty, sexuality. As you can see, it's related to the physical, isn't it? How one looks, right? How one wants to be intimate, how one feels towards the other sensually, and the pleasure that you get from this. Not only that, but then you also have this power. How much power you have over this person. This is Lilith. This is, for me, this talks about temptation. You are damn tempting, and it's gotten to the point where you have freaked the hell out of this person. They are freaked out. They actually find that it is unhealthy, and they feel that it's not normal. It's, in a way, it's kind of cute, okay? However, in a way, it's also a little scary and creepy because they don't know what their limits could be, right? When somebody is this much, like in lust and infatuated, it could turn from something that's still cute and lovey-dovey into something that's a little too crazy, right? So this is also why your person of interest here has taken a step back. It's as if like their thirst is unquenchable. No matter how many times they have you, it's never going to be enough. Taurus. I don't think I've ever done a reading where I've had all these cards come up, actually. This is the first time. I don't even want to know what this person wants to do to you. Like, they want to do a lot of naughty things. A lot of sweet things, a lot of naughty things. But the problem here, guys, we don't have any lovey-dovey stuff, do we? Yeah, sure, they think you're beautiful and you have a friendship card here. But there's nothing beyond that. There's so many other cards in this deck that could have popped out, but they didn't. Specifically, we're talking about somebody here who, I hope not, but could have player energy tendencies. Could be like a player. This person is very much addicted to the physical. Especially you. They just can't get enough of you and they just can't stop thinking about you. And whenever they do think about you, they don't take you seriously in that way. They kind of just look at you as this beautiful object. And this could be for, men or women, but there's nothing beyond that. There's some people that find the other individual so adorable and cute and even sexy that they don't see them, for example, as a professional. Even if they're trying to be professional, even if they're trying to talk to them professionally, they will always categorize that individual as somebody who's cute and cuddly or just sexy. And they won't take them seriously. This is kind of that situation here. This person only views you in this way. And this is the current situation. The past may have been different. Far into the future might be different. But as of right now, this is what this person's feeling. Now, I also see here that this is a general love reading. So it's not going to resonate with everybody. It's actually very specific. Let's have a look. What else? Really interested in this one. All right. I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So as I mentioned, the first set of cards, the first set of cards that I just had, that's the current status, okay? That's the current status. So this is a deck that I like to have a look at. I look a little bit in the past. What happened in the past that may have caused this situation to occur? Whatever happened in this situation, you had a completely different view of where this was headed, of what it was all about. And you gave your heart, you gave your time, your energy, your effort. You gave all of that. The issue here is your person of interest may have abandoned you. They may have ghosted you. They may have faded over time, or just the communication is so less that you're wondering, are we even together? What is this? This is for those of you that never truly received the closure that you deserved. Here we have the Six of Cups and we have the King of Staffs. This is a little bit in your past to have a look at what happened in the connection where things started to go downhill. Things were going great, something happened, it turned out pretty crappy. What happened? Six of Cups, let's have a look. Six of Cups, in the context of what we're talking about here, it does talk about how this person has memories from their childhood, how things used to be very innocent back in the day, how they had peace in their heart. But all of a sudden, when things started to change for them, it was like a reawakening of certain childhood trauma, childhood things that have happened, things that may have happened in their youth, or something that just happened a few months or years ago with somebody else. We're talking about trauma. We're talking about something that hurt them in the past, and it is coming up again. It's showing up again. But the problem is that it's ruining their relationship with you and maybe even with others. Here, it talks about feeling restricted by past and the past memories, having a sense of lost harmony and cynicism. They wanted to incorporate the strengths that they had of the past into the present, but they can't. They wanted to shed sad thoughts and constraints. This talks about children and childhood memories. So it does talk about feeling restricted by the past. So there's certain things that they just haven't truly healed from in the past. Oh boy. I don't think I can say it on YouTube, but it's the M word when anybody is mole. Get the word? ESTED. I'm getting that. Somebody here may have been in some type of a very evil and negative situation when they were younger, in some type of a way where they didn't want to be in that situation, but somebody had put them in that situation. And because of that, they have become what they have become now. In this connection, they're thinking very much on the physical This is like hurt people hurt people. If somebody has been abused when they're children, they may abuse the others as they grow up as well, not even knowing that this is what they're doing. This is all psychology, right? I'm not a psychology pro, but I've done enough readings to see repetitive patterns and behaviors and things like that. So I definitely see here, guys, that your person of interest here has been emotionally hurt in the past. And whatever they are doing right now, they don't truly mean to hurt you in any way. It's just who they are. Because this is how they grew up. This is what they learned. This is what they know. The cross-watcher needs to heal from this, because if they do not, whether it's you or anybody else in the far future, they cannot have a happy relationship being like this. They need to heal. Sometimes this could be, talking to people, going to therapy, reading some books, but just getting out there, meeting new friends, having a different environment, not just truly dwelling on the same thing. But I do see this person having some type of an issue. That is why you had all those cards in that way. And it's something to do with hurt and pain and how it's causing them to have issues emotionally. Here, they don't know how to love you. I'm hearing that. They don't know how to love you. Oh, they don't know how to love you. It's not hard. Loving is not hard. Usually people just need a little bit of distance, and then you kind of understand it. If you gave them love, Taurus, which I believe you did, they will learn from that over time. They will learn from it, and if they ever experience it with anybody else, they'll know that that's it. And if they don't, they'll realize that, wow, Taurus really did give me love. That's what's called love. And then they'll come back. That typically does happen, I've seen. Here we have King of Staves. So it's interesting. They did come and act as a king, which is good. However, one of the problems with this card is that now we're reading it in the reverse. So we're not really talking about a king. We're talking about somebody that may have looked like a king, may have acted like a king, but they truly were not a king deep down inside. They may have just been an actual page or a hurt knight or a prince. Here we have King of Staff. So this talks about a lack of confidence, not really having a lot of mastery, and not being very supportive, wanting to harness these forces, but not quite strong enough to do so. This person wasn't strong enough. Someone who seems supportive, but isn't reliable. So your person of interest, Taurus, may have seemed supportive, but they were not reliable. And like I said, definitely this is something linked to their past. Some of you may know this, some of you may not know this, and I am again seeing that M word. Not happy seeing it, but unfortunately, we live on planet Earth where there are a bunch of crazies, people that do some terrible things in life, and it scars us as humans for life. But there are ways of healing, and that is needed. That's very much needed. All right, guys. That just saddens me. I don't like that. You guys know I work in the public sector, so like not public service, what am I called? I work for public safety. So I don't like it. I deal with justice, I deal with crime, so I don't like it when things like that happen. I mean, it happens every day. For generations it's been happening, but it's wrong. Because it truly causes trauma, and it actually attracts a lot of negative energy, and then even moving on in anyone's life, it's difficult. Plus, the people around them also get affected by it. It's a chain reaction. Sometimes it's even generational, right? And I'm not talking about generational curses. I'm actually talking about being, the parents might have it, then the child gets it, the grandchildren get it. It happens. All right, let's have a look. We have here, gotta loosen up, get my mood better. This is the Beginner's Tarot. And here, I'll be looking into any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have. And I do see the Strength card. Thank God. Yes. Good. Love. They need love. They need love, and they have sensed that, and they have learned it from you. They just didn't know how to filter it and interpret it. Yeah. Like that old song, that beautiful song from the 80s. I want to know what love is, right? I forgot who sung it, but you guys probably know. It's a beautiful song, and it's such a true song. People go through that every day. Some people don't know what love is, and they do want to know. This person is that individual. They want to know what love is. They want you to show them, and they know that you can show them. All right, guys, we have here the High Priestess. They know and they feel deep down that there's something special about this connection on a spiritual level. But they also think that you are hiding something. They know that you're the one that can call the shots on this, and they're kind of taking a step back. They're not really moving much, not doing much. They're contemplating. But they also know there's something special, that this connection is destined to go somewhere. It's supposed to lead on a path. They just don't know where. Now, we also had a lot of confusion earlier, right? The Order card. And with the Order card, it does talk about how there is, I believe, let me just check here. Yeah, you did have that. Yeah, the Order card. How there is a lot of confusion around. But once the dust settles, right, then things will be more clear. Now, we also have here the Fool card. Interesting. The Fool card here is a little complicated because you're dealing with somebody who, they're not a king. They may talk like a king, they may walk like a king, they may act like a king, but in all honesty, deep down, they are not a king. This person is a fool. They're a fool in love. They're a fool that needs love. And I know some of you are going to hate me for this. Some of you are going to write in the comments below, stop taking Crosswatcher's side. But people are people. And I've seen a lot, and I've met a lot, and I've seen the amount of negative energies, demons, jinns, evil spirits people have that cover them up. No, that's not an excuse, but again, what was their childhood like? What was a youth like? What just happened in the past relationship, right? When people get hurt, they go a little nuts. You got somebody here who is a fool. This does talk about innocence. This talks about that feeling of being just simply naive. This person is trying to communicate with you. They're going to try to reach out to you. The one problem I have with this card is that it could finish as quickly as it had started. So you need to be careful not to rush in this connection with this person because they are going to want to rush. This individual is taking a leap of faith. They're going to reach out to you, but they're taking action first and thinking later. They're not really thinking. They don't really have a plan, but they're just, like I said, they're very impulsive, right? I didn't say that before, but I'm saying it now, sorry. I thought it, that's why. They're very impulsive, and that's why they have that sexual energy, so much of that in them. They find it difficult to stay away from you. Now, one of the big issues we have here is definitely the Five of Wands. This is other people. Other people here, it talks about how we have arguments, rumors, gossip, slander. Other individuals who are really upset about the connection, about the situation, people that are causing problems. And even, I'm getting a rift between the both of you, but also a drift. I'm seeing that word too. Somebody here feels that they're on a little raft. I'm seeing them. They're sitting on the raft. It's a wooden raft, actually. I don't know if that's called a raft. It's a wooden made out of logs, and they're on this really rough river. And they're just holding on for dear life. They're kind of going with the flow, but it's very rough. So they don't know where that river is headed, meaning they don't know where this journey is headed, and they find it to be very difficult. It's not smooth sailing for them. That's what I'm seeing right now. So there may be a lot of other things. This could be other people actually communicating with your person of interest and telling them, saying things to them that perhaps change their point of view regarding you or regarding this relationship. We also have an amazing, thank God, an amazing card here, Strength. And in this connection, that is what is needed, strength. Your person of interest here had lost, remember. That courage was gone, right? They had fear. They had anxiety. They didn't feel good enough, not worthy. But now finally, we have courage. We have that sense of security, that sense of self-esteem, confidence. Your person is eventually going to gain that confidence. And who gave them that confidence, guys? You did. Because after some time, they're going to realize that that's what love was. That's what love was. Not what this person viewed and the physical. No. What love was exactly what you gave them, Taurus, because now that it's not happening, now that I see that distance, they're finally starting to realize it. Good. The overall arching theme, the Empress. They see you as this. Somebody who was very loving, compassionate, caring, nurturing. You have the ability of looking into the long term and seeing a future and planning. They like this about you. They admire this about you. Now they're not looking at you as an object. Now they're looking at you as the perfect mate. Now until the end of time, that's what they're looking at you as. It's amazing, actually. They have completely changed. You are like a goddess or a god for them. Like, this is how much they appreciate you, how much they admire you, how much they literally worship you, metaphorically speaking. But they see you as somebody who is just the most beautiful thing on planet Earth. And now I mean beautiful by actually being that individual who has love, compassion, that nurturing quality, abundance, growth, prosperity. This also talks a lot about fertility, family, right? And fertility and family could also mean our fur babies, pets, plants, right? Things like that. So guys, it's not bad. I do see a whole lot of struggle for this person, but I do see them coming through here. Absolutely. They're going to take a leap of faith, however strange it may seem in their own little way. But then internally, I do see them getting that strength. When they get that strength, things start to change. They do become more bolder. They become a bit more smarter, a bit more snappy. And then they're able to communicate with you in a way that will be very open, honest communication with a whole lot of confidence. There's no doubts in that conversation. And here they are finally starting to see you as this, which is great because this no longer talks to me about the physical. They love you for who you are. That's good. Love is coming. I do see that. This was a very intense reading with a whole lot of energy. All right. I'm going to just do a quick prayer. All right, these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. All right, first card, the strongest we have here, trust. So it does talk about trust in the divine. Leave it to the higher authority. Aha, a year from now. Now, some of you may have seen this last year, perhaps, and you may get ticked off because it's like, oh, you said that last year too, Asnointia. Well, this deck only goes up to a year from now. There's no such thing as 3 or 5 years from now in this deck. So if it is meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not meant to be right now, then it's just not going to happen. And as you can see, this person, it's not only a situation that we're dealing with that's a current type of issue. This is a very deep-rooted issue. Something huge is going on in this person's life, where something in their youth or their years before, it was huge, very big impact in their life. Let me just interpret this. I need to find out what the no is for. All right. So, no, ask your angels. So it is okay for you to contact your angels. Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel through the power of Jesus and through the permission of the Almighty, who is Jesus' Father. The Father prefers being in the alpha state. It does have the qualities of feminine and masculine, but it prefers being in the alpha state. So in your mind's eye, you can get to that, and you can always call upon your angels. You can always ask them for help. You just need to give them permission. And remember to always call upon the angels in heaven. There's many different type of angels, we know. We want to be very specific when we ask. And if you do focus and you say the light of God, always say the holy light of God. Use the word holy. Here we have trust. Do trust that there is a plan, that there's a time for everything, and everything takes time. And your time will come. Here we also have no need to worry. Some of you may be worried about the situation. So if the majority of you, not the majority of you, if the majority of this reading is resonating for some of you, then this probably will also occur. We also have here a year from now. Now that is huge. And that makes sense because you are dealing with somebody who has had a lot of perhaps even trauma, right? So getting over that is going to take some time. Healing from that is going to take some time. And then finally lifting oneself up and then moving forward, that takes some time too. So there's no rushing it. Can't rush love. Here we also have within the next few weeks, something is going to happen within the next few weeks or months. Listen to your intuition, because as you concentrate and as you ask your angels, intuitively you will be receiving responses and answers. This could be in your mind. You may actually hear a voice. You also may see messages, hear messages. Like on the radio, you might hear a certain song, a certain word. You're driving and you see a poster and certain words just particularly stand out to you. It only means something to you. Don't go looking for it, guys. It comes to you, okay? And you will know it. You'll see it when you know it because it'll make sense only to you. We also have here forgiveness. So there was a lot of betrayal, right? And somebody here is going to ask for forgiveness. I don't truly see the majority of this is your person of interest. They are going to find that strength. You have the strength card, right? They're going to find the strength to actually come to you and ask you for forgiveness. This is for the majority of you. Some of you, you may have been the ones who need to say sorry, and that's still here in the cards. We also have here get more information. Now this is a huge card. This clearly, for me, it always comes up when there's something that's lacking in this connection. There's something that you do not know. There's something that you are unaware of, right? And that's why this has come up. Get more information, whether that is from asking your angels or even reading books, watching some videos on what? On this relationship, on the type of communication issues you had, on the type of relationship issues, the people that are interfering, certain topics, certain things like that, how to handle it. It could be anything. Your scenario, only you know what it is. But getting more information about it, it's going to help you in some way. We also have here the overall arching theme as romance. This is my spiritually based romantic cards. You are either twin flames, soulmates, or karmic partners, maybe even more, but those are the top 3 that I've seen that are the most intense. You do have either a past life spiritual connection with this person, or maybe even you are scheduled to be together in some future lifetime. That's your reading, Taurus. This was intense, guys. This was a lot, even for me. It's difficult being with a person sometimes that has had a lot of issues in their past, and there's truly, I've seen over time, there's no such thing as fixing someone. You can't really fix someone. There's that song, Fix You. It's not really, you can't fix somebody. You can be there for them, you can provide them the resources, but they have to be the ones who are going to fix. And by fixing, meaning just becoming healthy. Some people may think that's a weird term to use. I'm going to fix this person, right? The person's broken. Fixing is simply for them to become healthy emotionally, spiritually, and physically, right? And that's what we care about. That's what we want. So what you can suggest to this person, just let them know I'm here for you if you ever need me, etc., etc., and provide the resources that they may need. But truly, you can't be with them 24/7 trying to be that individual that fixes it. Instead, the relationship really becomes a bit sour because you end up becoming the victim in that connection because they themselves haven't healed. How do I know this? Because I've done way too many readings with the same theme. That's how I know that. And I've seen the results of those relationships too. So that's why I'm sharing that with you guys. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And I would also like to mention for some of you who are new, I do have another channel, Asnointia Audio, that is on YouTube. I have some videos there on relationship related advice. Some are on past life spiritual connections. And I also have one on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? How to recognize and remove. For some of you who are interested in personal readings, please visit my website, www.asnointia.com. You will see also in the description below of this video, I do have my link there. Please go to the rates and packages section and have a look at the packages that are available. I do have all of the details written for each package, so you'll know what to expect. Just go through it first, read the description, and if you feel interested, feel free to place an order. So I do past life readings, which are also, like I said, sometimes it could be a future life. It's just, I would say, like 4% of the time I get those type of readings, but the majority of the time it is past life. I also do love readings as well as removal, negative energy, removal of that. That's called a chakra checkup package. And I have the ability of having a look from a distance, the negative energies that are in your home, around your aura, as well as in your body. I do that with my higher intuitive self as well as with Angel Fakeel, and she helps confirm the numbers. I also teach you how to get rid of these things and how to maintain that. In the end, it is important to get rid of negative energies so that you can manifest certain things in your life. Otherwise, negative energies are blockages, and they do block anything good that's coming into your life. Anything that's owed to you karmically, anything that's written in your book of life will come to you. However, it can't really come if you have a lot of negative energies blocking it. And if this person is as hurt internally as I feel and seen, then definitely there's negative energies that may also have affected you. And it may have just drained you, or you may have felt that there's certain things about this connection that have you haven't been able to move on from it. So feel free to have a look at that one too, the chakra checkup. Also, if you just want something generic, I have the Holy Light package. That is a self-help guide. I have a few self-help guides. So have a look at those too. All right. Thank you, Taurus, for tuning in. Let me know if any of this has resonated. I do like to read the comments, and sometimes I am able to answer, sometimes I'm not. Please let me know. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.